she is not just a psychologist, she is also a shoemaker. She was trained as a medical doctor, but now she makes beads too. He studied law, and now he is a fashion designer. This one has gotten a new skill: makeover. He came into this camp a biologist. Now he is also a caterer. SAED, Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development, helps you discover a new lease of life. What are you still waiting for? Get up and acquire a new skill now.
Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of SAED at Work on NYSC Radio and Television. This is the platform where we celebrate the incredible success stories of the NYSC Skills Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program, highlighting core members who embraced the opportunities it offers, transformed their skills into businesses, and are now making a difference across the country. I'm your regular host, Sada Adamahaya, and today we have an inspiring guest with us. Joining us is Ekeh Patience Nkechi, a former core member who fully leveraged the SAED program during her service here. She ventured into the world of agro-processing and packaging. Today, she is a thriving entrepreneur, making waves in the industry. She will be sharing her journey, how she transitioned from learning a skill to building a business, the challenges she faced, and the opportunities that await young entrepreneurs like you. Stay tuned as we dive into her story. Who knows, this might just be the motivation you need to kickstart your own entrepreneurial journey. Once again, you are highly welcome to NYSC SAED at Work. Patience, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And let me welcome you to this platform.
Thank you, sir.
Please, may we meet you?
Okay. My name is Ekeh Patience Nkechi. A graduate of Federal Polytechnic Nekede in the Department of Library and Information Science. I graduated 2021 and an S-Core member who is so passionate about entrepreneurship and youth empowerment and skill acquisition. So I'm glad to be here, sir.
Thank you very much. So please, as ESCO member, and now I learned that you are an NYSC facilitator with NYSC FCT Secretariat. What can you say about SAED program?
Okay. As an ESCO member in FCT, SAED, which is a skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development, is a commendable initiative that have been placed and also commenced to shape Nigerian youth and also to make them believe that they can do it themselves. It is an initiative that have made a lot of Nigerian youth to have skills of their own without waiting for white-collar job. I also appreciate the NYC for this great innovation.
Okay, Ms. Patience, I know since you are an ESCO member, during the orientation exercise, there is what we call sensitization program on SAED, and at the same time transition to income training, which lasted for almost nine days. So please, what can you say about this program and how it changes psychic of core members towards embracing SAED skills acquisition program?
Okay, the SAED sensitization have brought many awareness to core member and the Nigerian youth at large. It has made them to have that insight of believing themselves that entrepreneurship also pays, rather than waiting for white collar job alone. The sensitization also made the core member to also be aware that it's not only white collar job that can yield you money. You can also develop yourself. You can be a job creator rather than seeking for a job. You can also create a job whereby you employ other people in your own facilities or your own company.
So you are of the belief that the sensitization program and the income training change the psychic of core members towards embracing the skills acquisition?
Yes, of course, sir. Yes. Because before now, like I'm using myself as an example, before now I don't have the mindset of going into business. All I have is that after my school, I'll be able to get white collar job where I go to work every day. I sat in the office, receive fresh air, receive AC. But during the SAED sensitization and during my income training, I grew to learn that I can also do it myself. There is an opportunity out there that can give me that strength to be able to achieve something on my own, not only waiting for one company to employ me or one organization to employ me. So during that sensitization, I believe I have that mindset, and I believe in myself, because before I entered the camp, I don't have this zeal of entrepreneurship. But the sensitization over there during the SAED training in the income made me to believe that yes, I can achieve something with my skills.
Okay. Yes. So now, as a thriving entrepreneur, you are into agro-processing and packaging.
Yes.
When and where did you conceive the idea of your business line?
Okay. The idea of my business line were conceived during my service year. So when I was still a core member, there was a time a thought started coming into my mind. I was like, what is life having for me outside there? Like after my service, what next? What will I be doing? Okay, despite that, the place I'm working, they will be promising you this and that. But what if it didn't come out like that? What will you be doing? Can I be sitting at home, sit down and just be doing nothing? That is now when I begin to have this idea of diving into what I have learned in the camp. And I'll say, let me just give it a try. Who knows it will work? But believe me, today is not only working, but I'm earning from it. And I'm also giving out the knowledge that I have through this.
Okay. So you are trying to tell us that you conceived your idea while you were on camp?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is great. So, madam, in your own observation as an ex-core member that participated fully in the SAED program during your service year, and now as facilitator, in your own observation, what are the challenges associated with the in-camp training?
Okay, I can say, first and foremost, the challenge there is a limited time of training.
Okay.
There should be a limited time of training, number one, inadequate fund,
okay,
or let me say facilities, to be able to carry on all these practicals there in camp. So I believe that government or any agency that NGOs can be able to come in and help out. And if there is a way that NYSC can be able to extend time of training, it will help a lot. Because most of the time, core member, like even during my time, I have that eager as a willingness to learn. But before you know it, because of other programs, core member are being chased around that the time for SAED have ended, why they have not actually learned what they are meant to learn that particular day. So I believe first and foremost, the challenge there is a limited time,
okay,
and inadequate funding, in the sense that, for instance, if you are processing this now in the camp, we need some machines that can be able to do this, so that core member will be able to see it there by themselves. Not only that, you are telling them this is how it's being done, this is it. They need to see that. Then if there will be a way of, for instance now, the tailoring, the shoe making and bag making, they have their own machines there in camp. At least the camp members are doing that, they are sewing by themselves right there inside the camp. But these ones, because of inadequate facilities, is not everything that is being train them on inside the camp, because the machine are not there. You only train them on what you can be able to do without the machine.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So at least you have maybe identified some challenges, like maybe you said the limited time.
Yes, sir.
And then the funding.
Yes, sir.
What about the environment? You understand the way core members at least trained. Don't you think that NYSC need to provide a conducive environment for that training?
Yes, sir. Exactly. That is why I said facilities. Facilities in the sense that not only machines, environments as well is needed.
Okay.
Because when you look into how the practical is being done, it's not being placed in where it's supposed to be. Like for instance now, this agro processing is edible things. It needs a conducive environment that is very neat. Yeah. But there in the camp is not well organized in such a way. So I believe that I know that economy is hard, but I still believe that governments can do something about that if they can provide an adequate or conducive environment in learning to be able to train core members.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Patience, now we have a lot from you.
Okay.
NYSC SAED program has been conceived since 2012. What can you say about its contribution to youth empowerment and national development?
Yes, I'm very much glad hearing this question, because each day of my life I say thank you to NYSC on my own personal account, and I believe that many youths out there who pass through in-camp training can also testify to it. The NYSC have done a lot for youth, because introducing this entrepreneurship alone, they have made many youths not to only believe on white-collar job. They have given room for Nigerian youths to be able to think out something new, think out new innovation, and embark it on themselves. And after a while, they are seeing themselves making money, making huge amounts of money, not only within here, outside here. Because when you dive into something like this, processing and packaging, you are not meant to be able to make your money here. You can also make your money outside this country through exportation. So I think SAED have done a lot. NYSC SAED have done a lot in that aspect. And I must commend them and ask them to keep on doing a great job in the life of the youth. It's actually helping a lot. And if they can see a way to be able to improve more on it, thereby as they have introduced it, make sure that they are monitoring the way, even after the in-camp, outside the camp, that is the post-camp.
Yeah.
Yes, so that the core member can be able to be having adequate mentors that can be able to be guiding them. For instance, now, post-camp training, most corporate will still tell you that I have not even eaten because of the way economy is. Talk more of me paying for my post-camp training, despite that the amount is less. But I believe if NYSC or government can extend this their entrepreneurship outside the camp, it will be of a good thing. Okay. I must commend them.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Ms. Patience, please, what we are seeing here, yes, that is the agro processing and packaging. Please, can you tell us more about your line of business and its cost implication to a beginner?
Okay. Actually, I'm from a Global Choice Enterprise Icon. We strictly based on agro processing and packaging. Everything you see here is being processed through agro products. So we process and package all kinds of agro products. So for instance here, what I have here now is a dry leaf.
Okay.
It's dry leaf. We process and package leaf like this is machine based, not like sun dry. This is dehydrated. With this now, that when you attach it to water, if you soak this into water, you come back to life. Not like when it's being sun dry, when you put them into water, it will not come back to life. But with machine, the hydrator, you put them into water, it will come back to life, retaining that same nutrients that the fresh one have. So you can as a youth, you can be able to start off this kind of processing, whereby you can process all kinds of leaf. We process ugu, we process okasi, we process water leaf, we process bitter leaf, all kinds of fresh leafy. We process them. Then with another one here is we also base in flour. Yeah. So this is upper flour. Okay. We also make process rice flour, process plantain flour, process bean flour. So a lot of all kinds of flour we are into it. Then coming here is spices. Okay. We also base in spices. This is pepper soup spice. Okay. This is more than 20-something nuts and herbs mixed together. So all of them is here. This is pepper soup spice. This ginger, all of them is in powdered form. This ginger, this is pepper mix. This is turmeric. We have here locust beans. Okay. This locust beans in powdered form. So we process it to the powdered form. It's very dry, but still retain the nutrients. Okay. So this is oziza for people that know about oziza. This is oziza seed turned into powder. Okay. So we have a lot of things. We are into a lot of things. For instance, if you are, we also package red oil. Okay. We package red oil based, even Nigerian based and outside, people in diaspora. There is a way you package red oil, you can be transported outside the country. So we also package, process and package cashew nuts, all manner of nuts. Okay. We process and package them as well. So we are, let me just say, we are into all agro processing.
That is incredible.
Thank you, sir.
Seriously, congratulations for that.
Thank you, sir.
What I mean by when I said cost implication to a beginner, at least if someone maybe that have the passion to go into agro processing and packaging, at least what does it entail, and at what cost can someone start this line of business? Okay.
As a trainer, like I always tell my students, I said just start to start. Don't wait before you start. Don't feel like, don't try to look at somebody that have been there before you start. Just start to start, meaning that with less or little capital, you can be able to start this. When you start, you see yourself growing, you see yourself going miles that you never expected. But what's the challenge most youths have is that they want to start like Dangote. They want to be like somebody else that is already there. But the person did not tell you story how he or she started from the beginning. So the cost, I don't see like there is no money. I know the economy is very hard. But if you really want to go into this agro processing and packaging, yes. When I say 10,000, some people will be like, with 10,000, how can you start something with 10,000? But I'm telling you, I'm urging you that with 10,000 naira you can start, because first and foremost, you will not, for instance, you will not wait for you to get all the equipment that is needed. You just look at the one that you can be able to lay your hand on and start from there. Like I always advise my students, I said, Nigeria is being blessed with agro products. We have rich and fertile land that can produce agricultural products. So I believe in all the 36 states in Nigeria, each state have a particular product, agro product they are being known for. For instance, now if you are from Rivers, you are being known for crayfish. You can start with that one. Start packaging that crayfish. Make your own brand and start up. First and foremost, get a brand name. Once you have your brand name, it doesn't cost much to get a brand name. Once you have your brand name, then start with that one that you can lay your hands before you now extend to where you can source some product. Because the challenges that young entrepreneurs or beginners have is that they will be like, where can I source my product, my raw material? I don't have limited. I don't have money. I have limited fund, limited capital, or if for less information on raw materials. Please, you don't need to wait for all that before you start. Start with the one that you have. For instance, me, I started with honey, because right in my place, I'm from Enugu State. So Nsukka precisely, we have honey. So I started with honey first and foremost before diving into all this. So it's now when I started the honey, I started growing, I started seeing all this. So money started coming out, and I started using it to establish more of this. So you don't have to wait much before you dive into this. That is what I'm urging the young entrepreneurs.
Hello, viewers and our listeners. What an incisive interview and a success story from Ekeh Patience Nkechi. We are going for a short break. When we return, we will continue. Please stay tuned.
She is not just a psychologist, she is also a shoe maker. She was trained as a medical doctor, but now she makes beats too. He studied law, and now he is a fashion designer. This one has gotten a new skill: makeover. He came into this camp a biologist. Now he is also a caterer. SAED, Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development, helps you discover a new lease of life. What are you still waiting for? Get up and acquire a new skill now.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying tuned with the NYSC Radio and Television 88.3 FM. Mrs. Patience, before we go on the short break, we have been hearing about your line of business. We have heard how it can be easy for a beginner to start. Now, can you tell us some of the challenges associated with this your line of business?
Okay. There are a lot of challenges associated with this agro processing and packaging. First and foremost is fund, inadequate fund. One need to have a kind of, despite that it's easy to start, one still needs money, because the business you start little and the business you start huge, they are not the same thing in terms of moving faster. When one use money to start a huge money to start a business, you grow faster than when you start like little. So the challenge there is fund, and secondly equipment.
Okay.
It requires a lot of equipment, from the hydrator, the blender, the packaging machines, all of that. So, and all of them requires money.
Okay.
For instance, if you are like, for instance, the hydrator aspect of it, for a beginner, you might just say, okay, let me start up with a metal. You discover that when you want to go for your NAFDAC will now say, you don't need metal. We are not accrediting you with your metal machine. Okay. You have to acquire stainless machine. And acquiring that stainless machine, anybody that know about the hydrator will know the cost of stainless, that is foreign dehydrator. Okay. The cost of it is very, very expensive.
How much it is?
Like the hydrator is as from now. Okay. Presently is as from 1.8 to point something million. Yes, the stainless. Okay. So, but the metals you can get them like 350, 400.
What is the differences between the stainless and the metal?
Okay, the difference between the stainless and the metal is that the metal is regarded as local machines, okay, while the stainless is regarded as foreign machines. Okay. So, but the metal on the way it process something is far different from the way foreign or stainless process. Okay. And the outcome are actually different. Okay. The stainless one is more neater, is more neat, and have that volume. It carries a lot of products more than the metal. Yes, that is the difference. Okay. So it requires money and That is lack of money and machines.
Okay.
For instance, the packaging machines, if you Google it online, you'll be hearing that kind of 2 point something as well.
Wow.
The industrial one.
Okay.
And we need all this so that we can be able to bring out something that is neatly,
Yeah.
that is presentable to people. Because we are not processing only in Nigeria, we are also processing people in diaspora, Africans that is there. So all of them need a lot of these things. But many youths are ready to dive into this, but because of inadequate of facilities, many of them feel like, I cannot come and let me just stay on my own. Where will I be source? Where will I start from? Where will I get all this kind of money? So I believe if something can be done over it, youths are eager to start up something like this.
Okay. With all these problems you have just mentioned associated with this agro-allied and processing line of business, how could someone navigate through?
Okay. First and foremost, you have to depend on yourself first. Believe that I can do it myself, no matter how little it is. And try to be like, don't give up, no matter what. Don't give up. And try to be a kind of person that you know how to save. Don't be like, I've made sales today, you just finish all the things that you have made for that day. No, try to have the mindset of service first and foremost. Try to save and still invest back in your business. With this, I think you can be able to be growing gradual. And again, I urge government also to come in this aspect. If NGOs or government can be able to release something like a grant to youth, I believe something good will come out of this. That is the easiest way of navigating into this is through grants. If government can be able to release financial grants to youth that are into any skill or entrepreneurship. Yes, sir.
We have heard about the challenges associated with the line of business. Can you now tell us the prospect and benefits also associated with your line of business?
Okay. Yeah, there is a lot of profit. There is I don't think there is a business that someone is doing that the profit is not coming out. The person will not be able to do it. In terms of this agro processing and packaging, there is a lot of benefits in it. Yes. When you start, imagine you just enter into market, get something little. You know, all this is locally made. Yes, they are not being imported. It's within Nigerians. When you enter local markets and source for your raw materials and come up and process, after processing, you see that you have been able to achieve something and you are making a lot of money in it. There is money in agro processing and packaging, if I'm to say, because when you get your raw material, let me say at the rate of 10,000 naira, you'll be able to come up with something like 15,000-20,000 naira after everything. So I believe if you put more effort to it, you are able to gain more more profits in it. Yes,
let us take the issue of entrepreneurship in its entirety. For someone to be a successful entrepreneur, what does it entail, the process?
For someone to be a successful entrepreneur, first and foremost, you have to be a hardworking person. Hardworking, first and foremost, hardworking. So we don't need, in this industry, we don't need a lazy kind of a person. You have to be strong, ready to work all the time. Yes, and a resilient souls. Don't relent. Yes, and don't give up. So hardworking, never quit. Yes, keep on pushing, even if because there is always a challenge in everything that someone's do. The time will come like I will feel like I don't think I can be able to do this. You feel like giving up. Let me try other things aside this. No, don't give up. Keep pushing, no matter how the challenge seems to be. Keep pushing. One day you realize that you are now on top of the sky. Yes, and again, try to be hardworking.
So to keep pushing.
Yes.
patience,
Yes.
perseverance,
Yes.
a lot of things
A lot of
requires from someone to be a
Yes,
successful
yes,
entrepreneur,
yes.
and not something that you might think just for a day.
No.
That you will-
There's no hard working that is just for a day. It's
Yeah.
continuous process.
Yeah.
Yes, it's continuous process. Before you know, you start seeing yourself like Dangote.
Yeah.
Even the machine we are talking about, you realize that you can be able to afford it yourself.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Before you have spoken about the advantage of NYSC skills acquisition to our Nigerian young graduates. So what calls will you have for the government at all levels, non-governmental organizations, to come and collaborate with NYSC in order to enhance the program?
Okay. As I said earlier, that there's a lot of benefits in NYSC SAED, which have shaped many Nigerian youths into what they are today, without them engaging in white collar job. So I'm calling on Nigerian government or any NGO or any organization that can be of help to make sure that this this initiative continues and never stop and keep growing. If you enter income there, you see how corpers are being praising NYSC SAED, because it reached a point that without SAED there is no NYSC over there. Like you see that there is a lot. When you come out of when you enter camp and when you come out of the camp, you can never remain the same with this SAED of a thing. So I urge the NGOs and the Nigerian governments and any agencies that can be of help to collaborate with NYSC to see that this program continues and have suitable and conducive environments and facilities needed to be able to achieve all these skills and entrepreneurship.
Okay. Looking at the dynamism of the world nowadays, unlike before, where the moment you are done with your studies, it is very easy for you to secure white collar jobs. But now, the white collar jobs are not readily available or is very limited. So what advice will you have for our younger generations, the importance of acquiring skills for their own self-development and the development of the country at large?
Okay. The advice I will have for the youth is about the present economy and the issue of unemployment, is to embrace entrepreneurship and skills. Just look at yourself very well, pray about it, and fix yourself somewhere. It mustn't be agro-processing and packaging. You can dive into ICTs as well. You can dive into any skills of your choice. The advantage aspect of skills and the entrepreneurship is that it doesn't end here. You might learn a skill that will be able to yield you dollars over there. You can be here in Nigeria and you are earning in dollars because of the skills that you have. If you dive into ICT, we are into the world of ICT now. You can go and look for anyone that you can be able to engage yourself and try to be able to put all your mind in it and try to gain and learn something out of it. Then now, and try to develop it. The advantage of entrepreneur is that after you, another person, either any of your son or any of your daughter can inherit what you have. But if you keep on looking for white collar job, okay, you fix all your life into white collar job. I know white collar job is good, quite all right, but once it's not available, will you sit down and just fold your hands and start looking for who to help you? No, you will not do that. So if you carry all your mind into white collar job, when you are no more, your children, your family suffers a lot. But with entrepreneurship, I believe that something is still there while you are not there. Something is still hidden. And aside that, when you are still alive, you gain a lot. You gain a lot. If you are the type that like fashion and design, you go into fashion and design. If you are the ones that love catering, a lot of skills, ICT, cyber securities, and the rest, they are over there. Just the advice I have is that don't sit down and look and just wait for white collar job. Embrace one and put your mind in it, and you see yourself going far.
Okay.
Yes.
Madam, let me take you back to memory lane.
Okay.
Right from the time you commenced this your business to this time around, let me ask you, how good are you faring? How well are you faring?
So if there is a word like more than very good, I will use that word, but I don't know the word I will use that will look like more than very good.
Okay.
Yeah, SAED, NYSC SAED have done a lot in my life. So before now, I could not afford anything on my own without family help.
Yeah.
But now, it's just like a year now that I started doing my NYSC, towards the ending of my NYSC service and after. So let me just say a year and now. I think I can do things on my own. Yes, I feel good. When I mean good, I feel good. And I still have that zeal to go more. If I have the privilege, if I have the money. The issue here that I'm having is money and inadequate facilities, that is machine and the rest. If not, if I have that advantage of gaining the machine I needed to run this business, we'll be able to go far, and a lot of people will be under me, as in terms of employment.
Okay.
Yes, it's really going well, sir.
It's good to hear that from you.
Yes, sir.
You know, as we can see, there is no life that is perfect, 100% perfect.
Yes.
You understand? It is even good to hear that you are doing very well right now.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So, with the little challenges you are having regarding your business, then what course do you have for the NYSC Foundation, government, non-governmental organizations to come to your aid in order to enhance your business?
Okay. For the NYSC Foundation and government agency and NGOs, what I'm seeking for is a support, especially financial grants. If I can have access to that financial grants, I will be more happy about it, and I will see myself going places, going my way with this. So as they said, when you, I don't know how to put it, when you give a child something, you have to able to monitor or try to level up that so that it can be able to grow. I don't know how to put it, so but I believe that you understand what I mean, sir.
Maybe so, if they can provide you with a grant and then to monitor what you are doing.
Yes, yes. I believe I will go far. Yes, I will go far more than this. So I urge for financial grants and assistance from NYSC Foundation and the NGO or Bank of Industry. Yes, if they can be able to provide that. I know they can do it. I don't know how we can reach out to you people for this. Okay. We are really in need of your support. Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much. We have heard a lot from you. Seriously, it was very inspiring to our younger generations, you understand. So I'm sure, based on all your success story, I can see that maybe NYSC has really shaped your psychic, you understand, and it is also behind this success story. So what kudos can you give to NYSC regarding that?
I'm giving NYSC SAED everything called appreciation. So I'm very much glad that what I am and where I am today is all from NYSC SAED. I'm so much grateful, and I must say thank you so much for making me to be where I am today, for understanding myself, for bringing out the hidden me, because I never knew I have this kind of skill in me, if not for NYSC. So I'm so much grateful. I say thank you for all you do.
Well, at least let us give you this let us give you this opportunity to sell yourself. You understand? At least you are into food processing and packaging. You are processing a lot you understand, regarding agro-allied products. So if someone wants to reach you, maybe at least to possess some of these products you are into, how can someone reach you?
Okay. Currently, we are not online, like we don't have any handle yet, but we have number that you can reach us. And currently, we are in FCT Abuja now.
Okay.
But anywhere you are.
Do you have a shop?
Sir?
Do you have a shop?
Yes, I have a shop is in at Jikwe.
Okay.
Phase 2 Junction, Jikwe.
Okay.
Yes.
What is the proper address of that place?
Okay. Let me say Phase 2 Extension.
Okay.
Jikwe.
Okay.
Yes, that is where we are.
Okay.
So anytime you want us, and I will still release my number in case you want to contact us. We are always available, and we can deliver anywhere as far as you are in this planet. Distance is never a barrier for us. Anywhere you are, we are there for you. We are here for you. So, and we are able to deliver. We will be able to deliver even to your own taste. So we package to our customers' taste. We don't only package on ourselves. If you like, you can go with our own package, but you can also give us your taste.
That means you customize.
Yes, we customize. We customize.
Based on your customers' taste.
Yes, yes. So customize based on our. We have you at heart.
Okay.
Yes, we have you at heart. All kinds of agro products. We have them. Yes, starting from cashew nuts, groundnuts, all kinds of spices, garlic, ginger, turmeric, all kinds of spices. Like as I said before, plantain flours. That's why I don't have all of them here. So plantain flour, rice flour, even gari. What is it called? Potato. We have potato flour. Some people call it potato gari. So we have that. We have okpa. So we are also into vegetable. So you that don't like, even if you are in Nigeria, some people don't like going to markets all the time. Some people have food stuff in their house already, but what we take them to market is just for them to get vegetable. That is why we are here. So we are here to solve that your problem. You don't need to start stressing yourself only to go to market and get your vegetables. So
you deliver at your customers' doorstep.
That fresh vegetable you are going out to deliver is still the same thing with this, because the nutrient is still retained in it because it's dehydrated, not sun dry. So all kinds of vegetable, we are here for you. So just give us a call, give us a message where you are, and we'll deliver to your doorstep, sir. So
tell your customers the phone numbers they can reach you.
All right. The phone number you can use to reach us is 081 34 64 5719. Let me take that again. 081 34 64 5719. So you can message us, can give us SMS, can give us a call, you can message us on WhatsApp. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Nkechi. Hello, viewers and our listeners. I'm sure we have an inspiring session with our guest this morning. You have heard a lot from her, right from the time she was a core member up to this time now that she's a thriving entrepreneur. We really appreciate you.
Thank
and
you,
we hope any moment from now we call you back again. In order to inspire our youth, we would oblige to accept our request. We really appreciate you.
Thank you,
and
sir.
that is where we are drawing the curtain for this week's edition of SAED at Work, coming to you from the NYSC Television and Radio 88.3 FM. Bye for now. Thank you.
Thank you.
She is not just a psychologist, she is also a shoe maker. She was trained as a medical doctor, but now she makes beats too. He studied law, and now he is a fashion designer. This one has gotten a new skill: makeover. came into this camp a biologist. Now he is also a caterer. SAED, Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development, helps you discover a new lease of life. What are you still waiting for? Get up and acquire a new skill now.